What's up, guys? Ejecta1 coming at you with episode 4, and today we are picking up right where we left off. Um, yeah, something like that. Okay, so in this episode, now over the next few episodes, my main focus is going to be building the base, as I may have previously mentioned if I didn't before. In last episode, we worked on this area, which is going to be the map room. And I kind of want to I kind of want to get this room done before I move on to building the rest of the base. Um, so I think what I'm going to do today is, well, I have this one. I just took my sword, but I have this one item frame, and I want this entire wall filled with item, or yeah, I want this entire wall filled with item frames. And in order to do that, I'm going to need a bunch of sticks and a bunch of leather. And currently my leather count is 2. I have two pieces of leather to my name. So I think today would be a good day to let me make some food while I talk here. So I think today would be a good day to actually we'll wait on this food. But I think today will be a good day to actually go and look for leather. So yeah, I think that's gonna be the main focus today. Um, because I am gonna need that, and I believe that's a 32 block space if I remember correctly. Um, so we'll need 32, and so far we have 2 of these. So that's going to come out to so we would need 30 more. So yeah, we're just gonna go on a cow hunt today. And I think that's really just gonna be this entire episode. Um, like I know, like in these few episodes, just so you guys know, the majority of these episodes I'm doing currently are just going to be like focusing on the base, like building that. I don't know why I'm stuttering so much, but yeah, I think this episode will be. But I do think getting the map room built, I think would be something really cool to do, and I don't want to make every single episode about building. Some episodes I want to be about adventure or resource gathering or whatever. But there are other things I want to do as well besides just build, build, build. I mean that's kind of mainly what I want to do, but I also want to explore, um, and see what's out there and you know discover things. So yeah, I think that would probably be the. So I think that's something I'd like to do. And I want to focus on So today I think it's kind of one of those episodes where it's not just building, or it's yeah, because I think we spent the last 3 episodes just building, and we will be building in the next episode. But I think today is just gonna be a kind of relaxing. Well, I can't say relaxing because I'm going to be literally hunting and killing cows in Minecraft. So if you're not into that, um, if you're not into hunting mobs, or if you're not into hunting and gathering animals and mobs, or if you're not into that aspect, or you want to see more building episodes, well, like I said, not every episode that I'm gonna be putting out is gonna be just building, or it's not gonna be just one of like a particular thing. I want to have like different I want to have different uh types of videos, or try to spread it around so it's just different and unique. And I just walked into a berry bush. But I think that will probably be the main focus of today. Is just going to be all this exploration. It's mainly just going to be a hunting episode, but I think it can kind of double as a little exploration, because I haven't actually explored this world too much. Like, I mean, what I've seen so far, like what I've shown on camera is what I've uh yeah, what I've shown on camera is what I've seen so far. So you guys are seeing what I'm seeing. So yeah, I have not seen any cows in a while. I don't know what's going on. So yeah, I mean, if you guys aren't into like exploration episodes, then you might just want to skip this episode. But yeah, if you are, then stick around and watch. Or stick around and watch. But yeah. Well, hopefully you guys find this enjoying, or you don't find it too boring. I think next episode I will get to building. Yeah, I think next episode we'll get into building. Or we'll build some more of the base. But yeah, I think something I should do, because that's turning nighttime. I'm gonna head back to the base. I'm probably going to go get my bed. Well, I don't want to leave this area so much yet, because I don't really want to load in things too much yet. I kind of want to focus on this area. I kind of want to focus on this area for a while. And then eventually venture out to other areas. But I kind of want to stick with this area for now. Like, I kind of want this to be the main area of my world. Yeah, I want this to be like the main area of my world. So, definitely be here a lot, but this won't be the only place I travel to and such. You know, I definitely want to find other things to explore. Where's my shield? My shield's on me. Okay. But yeah. Oh no. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I think I'm going to just go ahead and make a spare bed really quick. Just so I can take this with me. Put that there. I guess we'll put that up there. Yeah, I did not plan this episode at all, guys. Okay. So now... Okay, so I think that's good. Spider. I need a cow. I haven't found anything that way. Oh. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. I'm just getting attacked by mobs left and right. Go away. Yeah, sorry if I just went silent, guys. I was trying to get rid of these mobs. If I go silent, sometimes just me, like, you know, I don't think there's anything to talk about at that point in time, or, you know, I'm just trying to concentrate on something, so. But yeah, I brought the extra bed just so that way I have something, just that way I have something to, so if it turns nighttime, I can go a little bit farther. I have a feeling that there might not be too many cows in this area. And that's not good. because I need leather. I don't know if that's gonna be the plan for today, guys. I don't really plan these episodes out. I just kind of, I don't really plan these episodes out so much. I actually just kind of like, I just hit record and I just, whatever comes to me, just go with it. So, I'm sorry if it seems like all this stuff seems kind of random, but yeah, hopefully that's okay. But it does give me a chance to explore with you guys, so I guess it's not a total loss. Ice spikes, and yeah. I thought that was a creeper. Okay, so we have an ice spikes biome. That's cool. Or no, that's, not an ice spikes biome, that's just, like, an iceberg or something. I forget what it's called. It's not an ice spikes biome, though. There probably is an ice spikes biome nearby, though. Maybe. Or no, that's just a cold spot in the ocean. Yeah. No, there probably is. If there is, I wouldn't know. So, I know why I'm running. Probably not the smartest thing to do in this game. I always find it amazing, like, when you're playing Minecraft, and it's like when you need, and it's not just Minecraft, but there's other times when like this happens. But like, whenever I'm playing Minecraft, it's like, whenever I, like, especially when it comes to mobs, yeah, like, especially whenever it comes to mobs, like, cows, for instance. Like, whenever I need a cow, it's like, I can never find one. Even though I just found one right there. I found two, actually. No. But, like, it's like, aside from there, it's like, whenever you need something, it's like, you either don't find it, or you don't find a lot of it. Or you don't need what you don't find what you need. And I just kind of find that ironic. I don't know if anyone else really kind of I don't know if you guys really kind of, like, go through that. But I just find it kind of, interesting case where it's like, because before I was finding cows all the time in my area, but now that I actually need cows, I cannot seem to find a single one. Except for those two that I just found, like, not even 2 seconds ago. But yeah, and I think this is just gonna be a slow episode. This is not gonna, this is just gonna be a slow episode. There's not gonna be really any, like, is that a witch? I thought I heard a witch. But yeah, I think today we're just gonna take it slow and just kind of walk around the world and see what's there. I don't really want to go too far away from where I've already explored. I mean, this is okay, but I don't want to wander off too far. Eventually I will. Eventually we will venture out and go see the rest of the world, what it has to, what it has to offer. But I kind of want to just, like, focus on one. I mean, this will be the main area. Like, this will kind of be just the main central area of my world. But yeah, I think I'm gonna focus on that here. But eventually, I will explore other parts of my world, and, like, I don't know, I just think it'd be I think that'd be pretty fun. But yeah, today is kind of a slow episode. Like, we're just gonna be exploring. I think the next episode, or the next few episodes, will just be exploring, or because the next few episodes after this will probably be building. Yeah, they'll probably just be building. I was thinking about going and looking for iron. I was actually thinking about going and looking for iron. See if I can find some. And this is kind of ironic here, actually. Speak of the devil. But but I was but I was thinking like, well, I guess if I find iron, like if I were to go down here and find some iron, then cool. But if I can't find iron, if I can't get to it, because this I might not be able to get to, because that looks kind of sketchy, not gonna lie. Oh wow, that's a lush cave. Okay. Man, yeah, like I mean, if I find iron, then cool, because I would like to upgrade my gear today. But if I can't, then that's fine. I don't really have a lot of blocks on me. I could jump down there. Yeah, I think so. But yeah, I think um yeah, I think if I literally just can't. I literally just went to go look for iron. That's all I want. And there's mobs galore over there. I'm not here for them. I am here for this. Absolute craziness. I don't have any torches. I do have sticks. Let me see if I can. Oh no. Alright. Okay, so yeah, I want to see that cave, but I'm not gonna risk it this early, or I'm not gonna risking attack by mobs this early, so it looks like there's a bunch of dark spots in there. So I'm going to make a bunch of torches. I'm just going to torch spam it. And try to get around you. And there's literally iron right there. Okay. Oh. Go away. I gotta be careful here. Oh no. Okay. Stop spawning up there. Okay, let me focus on this iron first. Sorry if I'm not talking a lot right now, guys. Like I said, I'm really just trying to... I'm also, like... Sometimes I don't talk if I'm trying to focus on something like this, so... Okay, 3 iron, that's pretty good, actually. Quite happy with that. I don't really need a whole lot. Oh! Oh no. I just realized. torches, guys. Yeah, sorry if I'm quiet. I just, like, I'm really focused in on this because I'm trying to not get slain by mobs. I did grab one of the moss blocks, which is good. I don't want to disturb something like this too much, but I will still... Oh, these are... Yeah, this is really cool. Oh, there's more iron. Okay. No, you can stay down there. That's your punishment. Okay. So let's get out of here. Because I got what I came for. These mobs spawning here like crazy. My tools are not in the best condition. Okay. So we have not found a lot of leather, but I think it's okay. I think that's a good cue to get out of here, actually. So... that I'm low on health. Which does not help matters, actually. Let me put that in there. Okay. So, and there's another cow. 2 cows. 6, okay. So we need 30 of these. And I might not be able to find them all in this episode, so if I don't, then we'll probably have to make a part 2 of this adventure, actually. Which, if this carries over into the next... can't speak today. Again. But if this carries over into the next episode, then I'll probably just, it wouldn't be that... I don't think it'd take as long as this episode is probably going to, because this episode I'm just going to dedicate, like, entirely to looking for leather. In fact, I think that's what I'll call the episode. Looking for leather. And that goes into a birch forest. There might be more cows in that area. This might be that birch forest. And there's rain. That's 8. This is also a good way to get some more beef, or to get food, to get beef for food, which... I don't want to eat all my crops before I have a chance to really grow them, so... Yeah, and I also don't want to explore too far right now, within the game, only because... And the main reason... Well, the other reason is because at the time of this recording, which, I mean, you know, someone might be... You know, people might be watching this in the future, but I don't really want to travel too far ahead because, at the time of this recording, update 1.20 is, like, right around the corner, or, well, I don't know if it's right around the corner, but it's pretty close to, like, updating. So I think yeah, like, it's pretty close to we're pretty close to the release of 1.20, and we're in that update we're getting the cherry blossom biomes, and it's like, and also some other things, and I don't want to load too many chunks in because I want to give those a chance to load into this world. Yeah, because I want to give those a chance to load in. Yeah, I want to give those a chance, the other biomes and such to load in areas that haven't been loaded in yet. Just that way, when it comes time for those, maybe I can go and explore them. So, if that made sense. Yeah, so I don't really want to explore too far. Just because I'm waiting on that update. And now I found a giant plains. I like plains. It's probably my favorite. I want to say it's probably my favorite because and the only reason I say that I like the plains. Oh, this is a flower forest or a flower plains actually. I do like the plains. Mostly because when I play Minecraft, and I might do that with, and I might do it with this series. You guys have to let me know what you think, if I should do it or not. But I like plains biomes because, like, for me, I typically build like I tend to build cities because like they're just complex and stuff, and I just like to build them. Um, but I like to build cities, and so ooh, that's cool. I had to lose some stuff, but I do like, but I do like to build cities, and I found that. But see, when most people that I've seen playing, or when they build a city in Minecraft, a lot of times they'll build on a flat map or something like that. And while I can see, like, because it makes it easier because you don't have to terraform and everything's already flattened for you, I like to build in infinites because then it's like, because the terrain just kind of challenges you to think outside the box, or figure out how to overcome this obstacle challenge, and it can be quite a challenge. But I like plains bounds mainly because, like, if I were to build in the forest, like if I were trying to build a city in a forest, it would just take forever. Like it would just take absolutely forever because there's just so much going on. Because you have to take out all the trees. So, like, and it's just like the less trees you have to take out to build that city, the easier it becomes. But yeah, that's usually just my take. I like all the biomes, but just because I like to build cities a lot, I personally prefer. Just because I like to build cities a lot, I personally prefer. Um, I personally prefer building the in the plains biome, or even a flower forest. Like flower forest is a pretty cool looking biome, I think. Or a flower, yeah, a flower plains, or whatever it's called. And it's getting nighttime, so I'm going to sleep again. And don't worry, guys, I'm not lost. Well, maybe I am, maybe I'm not. I don't know. I do know that the spruce forest is that way, and if I do get lost, I could just head towards spawn. It should be over there. That is that a tree? That's probably a tree. Yeah, I'm probably exploring more than I actually, or I'm probably going farther than I want to actually, just because there's like but I don't want to travel so, like, if I go a little bit of distance, like, this is fine. I don't mind this. But like, those mountains, I kind of wish I didn't, because from what I played with on the experimental features, I kind of played around with it. Um, like I could be loading in chunks that if they weren't loaded in right now, they could be loading in the 1.20 stuff when it does come out. So yeah, and I'm just trying to look for cows, and this is the easiest way to find them without having to go through entire forests. and that didn't give me any leather. Now I need 15 more. Make that 14. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, like, I don't mind this loading in. I guess, like, I can live with a with a hilly plains biome, but I just think this is, I just don't want to load in too much, or explore or go too far from, yeah, or wind up going too far. Because, like I said, I just don't want to load in stuff that, like, could be turned into the 1.20 update, so I am probably going to be staying mostly in the taiga forest. Yeah, and I would actually build in a plains biome. I actually wouldn't mind building in a plains biome, but it's like I've always built in a plains biome, but I want to do something different. And usually it's like a plains biome right next to like a big body of water, or like right next to an ocean. It's like I like those, and I like those because they're definitely for a city or something like that. And like I said, I might do that. In fact, this area is actually looking very promising for a city. Now that I look at it, but I'm actually thinking of, but I don't know. But I don't want to load in too much or try to do too much with something like this because I want to focus on, yeah, because I want to focus on the how do I say it? Like, I don't want to focus I want to focus on the yeah. So for now, I'm just going to stick to the taiga biome, which I think is going to be, which I think is fine. Plus it makes me. I want to build in a different biome. Like, I don't want to just keep building in the same biome. I'm going to kill this chicken. And I know I'm eating raw chicken because I ran out of food. I could totally just go back home and do that, but I can't just go straight back there, so. Oh, that's cool. Okay. And I want to find these chickens, so. And also I'm going to try and save some of the beef, so yeah. Yeah, I want to try to save some of this beef, because, the beef will cook evenly, so. It seems kind of a waste, but. Yeah. Axe. 22. I need 6 more leather, and that is a perfect source of leather. 6 more. Wait, did I grab? I think I grabbed those other 2 that I think I brought those other 2 with me, so. I need that number to say 32. Also, the plains biome. Another reason I like them is because, like, if I were in a forest trying to do the same thing, if I were trying to do this in the forest, it'd actually be a lot harder because it's harder to see. Because it's harder to see cows in a forest because you got all those trees in your way. So having a plains is like a nice open. It's just like having a nice open plan to find these things. But yeah. If you guys want, let me know what your favorite, if you guys want, maybe let me know what your favorite biome is, or, what your favorite biome is or is going to be if it's the cherry grove. I did play around with it in the experimental features. I did kind of like explore find and honestly I really like where they're going with it. I think it's really cool, and I do think, and I know this is probably like a comment that everyone or a statement that everyone's made about the cherry grove biome, but I do think they should make a structure that's exclusive to that biome. Um, well, everyone says that they should make like a village, like because like, and I will kind of and I will kind of and I can, what am I saying? I can side with people that say that, oh, they should add like a building or structure, and I think it's pretty cool even if it doesn't have that. And I think in a sense I feel like part of me is feeling like they shouldn't have a biome or like a structure for that biome, because not every biome has a structure, like this flower forest doesn't have any actual like structure to it, so it's like not every biome has some type of like structure that makes it stand out. Like some do, a lot do actually, but not every single one. I feel like the cherry grove should, maybe it could be one of them. um and that, but part of me does want to see something, maybe in there, like, I mean, aside from I mean, because when you think about it, if you think about the cherry grove, um because when I look at Minecraft, I don't just look at Minecraft from a perspective of like, I don't look at Minecraft from just perspective of like, oh, it's beautiful. Like, yeah, I like when things look nice in the game. I really do look for that. Like, oh, how does something look in the game? But I also look for stuff that's like, oh, like, but what is its functionality? Or like, I want something that looks nice and goes with the game, but I also want something that is gonna make sense with the game. Like, like, does it have any? It's like, does it have any practical use to the game, or is it just there for looks? And it's like, and I can actually, give an example of this. So like, and some people are probably gonna not like what I have to say when I say it, but like when there was the mob vote for between the, and I forget what year it was or what Minecon it was, but it was the Moo Bloom, uh the squid, and then I forget the other one. But and it's like, and it was the one where the glow squid won, and I can understand everyone's frustration, some people's frustration with it, where it was like, I can understand everyone's frustration with it when it came to like the Moo Bloom not being chosen and such. But you have to think in terms of like, or it was the iceologer or whatever he was, and it's like, yeah, it was the Moo Bloom, the iceologer, and it was the Moo Bloom, the iceologer, and um the glow squid. And it's like, when I see that, it's like you have to kind of like, I kind of use that as kind of like a basis when you think about it, because, or something similar to that, where it's like, if you have a, trying to sleep because it's getting dark, but if you have see, the thing is that, and it's interesting because when you think about it, because it's a really good way to see like people's different thoughts on like how the game should be. And I'm not saying that anyone's opinion on the game is right or wrong, because it's Minecraft. It's, you're gonna have different opinions and different things, and there's nothing wrong with it. And you did not give Leather at all. Waste of time. So it's like, for me, it's like, and there's no right or wrong way to play the game or like how you feel about the game. But when I look at the game, when I look at Minecraft, I look at it from a perspective of like, yeah, I want something that looks nice, like something that has like a nice look to it, but also something that has like a practical use to the game. Um, and also because like, and I know Mojang kind of looks at it like this as well, where it's like, what does it provide to the game that no other mob can provide? Or what can it do in the game that, like what can it do in the game that no other mob in the game currently could do. So, and that was a baby horse. I just wasted my time on that one. But yeah, I look at it from like, okay, like I kind of look at it from 3-point perspective when it comes to like how I would go about a mob, or like, or not just mob, but like a mob or update or anything that they add to the game. It's like I look at it from perspective of, does it? It's like I look at it from like the look of it. I do look at the aesthetic, but I also look at, what does it do, and how does what it does set it, you know, how does what it does set it apart from the other mobs in the game. So it's kind of like, how do I and like I said, it's not just mobs, it can be biomes or really anything in the game. It's like, yeah, I want it to it's like, yeah, I want it to look nice. I want it to look good. Don't get me wrong. I'm all for that. But I'm also a big proponent on its functionality within the game, and like, is it something unique? So, to give an example, I'm going to use that mob boat. So when we had the Moobloom and the Iceologer and the Glow Squid, which the Glow Squid obviously won that year, and even though it's like, when you think about it, right, and this is just my opinion on it, like people, I know there's probably people that don't like the squid, or they still regret it because it's like, oh, it's useless. But when you think about it, but when you think about when you think about those mobs, and like how they would have really interacted with the world, or how they would have interacted with players, it's like, if you think about it. So let's start with the Moobloom. So the Moobloom, if you think about it, would have just been another cow variant. Like, and I get it because it was, and I get why the significance of it a little bit was, it was coming from Minecraft Earth, and because that was shutting down or so, and they wanted to bring something from there, from Minecraft Earth, to into the core game. And I understand that. And that's fine. But the problem with the Moobloom, and I thought it was a nice idea, add another cow variant, but that's kind of its Achilles heel, so to speak, or it's sort of it's kind of the reason I wouldn't have voted for it. Now, I didn't vote, but I will talk about, just to explain what I'm just kind of giving to try and give an analogy of what I'm talking about, or what I mean. So like, so what I mean is, like, if you have so the Moobloom, like, yeah, it looks nice, and on top of that, because a lot of people who didn't play Minecraft Earth or whatever, who didn't play Minecraft Earth, they still voted for the Moobloom because, oh, it's the nicest, it looked really cool, or looked really cute, or something like that. And by all means, you know that's by all means, sure. But at the same time, see, I told you I didn't get lost. But at the same time, it's like, when you think about the Moobloom, like, what would it have done for the game? You know what I'm saying? Like there's two problems I see with the Moobloom, or that I saw with the Moobloom. And I know this is probably like super old to like use this comparison, but I feel like that's the mob vote I can use to like. I feel like this is the one mob vote that I can use to like kind of explain it, because everyone knows about that mob vote. But in the game, okay, so if we think about the Moobloom, yeah, it looks nice, and it would have been something, a nice little Easter egg or treat from, for people who played Minecraft Earth. Well, I need food. So, like, yeah, it would have been a nice thing for people that played Minecraft Earth. But the other thing to look at with this is it could have also been a, but the main downside, or the two downsides I see with it, is like you have to think of the perspective like, okay, well, and I know I'm dragging this on, I'm stuttering when I'm trying to explain this, but if you think about it, so the Moo Bloom is kind of like, ow. So the Moo Bloom is kind of like, it looks nice, but what would it have done for the game? And this falls on two things. Because if you think about it, well, okay, like the Moo Bloom, I know if you would have like used shears on it, it would have gave you a dandelion, right? Well, the thing is that dandelions in the game are super common. Like, there's some outside. I mean, yeah, there's some outside my window, but they're literally everywhere in the game. You can find dandelions everywhere. And it's like, so really for it to give off a flower, it's like, because I also think about drops. Like, I consider like, okay, like what does the mob drop when it's killed? And it's like, is it unique or is it something I can find in the game? It's like with the dandelion, I can find that literally anywhere in the game. So it kind of ruins the point of that. Like, for people who want to make farms out of it, it's like there's no point in it because you just go find the flower. And then and then the other thing would be, if you think about it, there's already a variant of the cow, which is the mushroom, and then of course there's also the brown mushroom, and it's like that's already a variant. Well, it's like how many variants of the same thing do you really want to have with a cow? Which, I mean, yeah, there's a bunch of villagers, and I'm gonna get to that in a second. But it's like, would it really have been unique when there's already a cow that has mushrooms on it? To me, it really wouldn't have been that exciting. Really, it would just been like it would have been a nice feature, but it would have been a useless feature. It would have been a useless kind of thing. It'd have been like a toy that you play with for 2 seconds and put it away. Because of all the hype with it. But that's like my gripe with that was my gripe with the um but that was my gripe with the the mushroom, or not the mushroom, but the flower cow or whatever it's right. Then the isolager, now that showed like the combat side of the Minecraft community. People who really wanted to explore and fight mobs and stuff, and I get it. Like people want more combat, and I think that was like right after a major update that introduced new mechanics, or actually, I think that was the one that was right after the pillagers or the village and pillage update, and because we got the pillagers. Well, the thing is that when the pillagers came out, but the thing is that when the pillagers came out, it's like there was people that liked them, but there's people that did not like them. It's like, and it was to a point where people would literally go into their settings in game and like just straight up turn them off because turn off pillagers because they really did not like them. So, and I just feel like with the isologers, like with all these like things that you can fight in the game, why do we want to add another one? And I know the isologer is also another mob from when Minecraft Earth or whatever it was called at the time. What was that? Oh. So it's like, so yeah, it would add a new mechanic. It would add a maybe. I mean, in that sense, it would add a new mechanics. But at the same time, it would also give us yet another villager variant, which which is always nice. But it's like, there's already like a gazillion different villager types or variants. So it just kind of seems pointless to have yet another one, And then at the same time, and it's like on top of it, it's like people when they had the pillager, I kind of seen it as that where like people literally got to a point where they did not like the pillager, or they did not like pillagers. Like they would literally go into their game, and I was seeing people left and right just like, or people that are making videos just like turning pillagers off because like they really did not like them or they were just hard to work with or whatever. So I just kind of feel like with the Isolager we would have gotten that same thing, or like with the Phantom from the previous or the previous vote. And I kind of see it as like, well, if because like it would have seemed like a really nice idea, like the Pillager or like the Isolager would have seemed like a nice idea for more combat or so. Until people actually have to face it, and then they absolutely hate it because it's super hard to fight, or something like that. So I kind of see its pitfall there. Plus, like I said, to me it's just another variant of a villager, which is pretty much every human mob in the game, which is based off the villager. Um, to me, the glow squid, it's like I would have voted for the glow squid, to be honest, because if you think about it, the squid is like one of the oldest mobs in the game, and it's the one of the only original mobs that does not have some kind of variant in some way. Maybe except for the chicken. Yeah, maybe except for, I mean, aside from the chicken, the squid is like the only mob in the game that up until the glow squid didn't have a variant. So I don't know. I kind of like. So I feel like the glow squid was kind of like, I feel like in a sense it was kind of necessary because it was the one of the original mobs that, aside from the chicken, doesn't really have an actual variant, you know. And aside from ink, it really didn't have a purpose, but it provide. So I feel like in terms like all three reasons for that, I would have voted for the squid. And obviously that vote was rigged. I'm not gonna get into that, or I think it was. I don't remember. Um, but all like, but I do think that the glow squid was, honestly, it was the right choice. And some people are, and again, it's just my opinion. You're free to disagree with it. But it's like when you think about it, it's a variant of a mob that the original mob doesn't have any other variants. Like, there's no other variant to the squid, or well, there wasn't at that point. Is there lava? Oh, there's lava. There's lava. Have to watch her stuff. But so it's like, there's a variance to it. The drop to it. I do think it looks nice or so. It definitely has that look to it. Um, but it also has that drop, which makes it unique to the game. Where it's like, yeah, it has that drop where it actually makes, where it drops the glowing, and you can use that for signs and such, which I think definitely gives a use to the glow squid. So it's like, when you think about it in terms of the game mechanics, or like, what's necessary for the game, you have to look at it from that. At least that's how I look at it. I mean, it's your opinion, you do what you want, but that's how I look at it. So, and I know it's just kind of a long way around me explaining what I was trying to talk about, the 1.20 update, which is like way back there, like a while ago. But when I think about it, it's like, part of me is like, in the 1.20 update, I don't like, in the 1.20 update, people are saying that, oh, they should add a village or some kind of structure to the some kind of like Oriental or Asian themed village to the Cherry Grove, and I can definitely see why, and I can definitely agree with that. I do. Part of me agrees with that. Part of me doesn't agree with that. The part of me that doesn't agree with it is like, because not every biome has some kind of structure in it. So like, I think the taiga doesn't have like an actual structure to go in it. I mean, the most interesting thing is the spruce trees, but that's in the podzol. But it doesn't have like an actual set structure. It doesn't have like an actual set structure to um, yeah, it doesn't have an actual set structure, that's, it's anything significant. It's just kind of there. And I'm gonna make some more stuff. So I need to cook some food actually. Okay. But yeah, like, so the part of me that says no, we don't need a new structure. Um, yeah, the part of me that I believe we don't need a new structure in there is like, because again, not every biome has a structure, like in the game. Like the taiga doesn't have like some kind of structure that makes you want to go to it. The plains doesn't have something like that. These are like very empty, aside from the trees and the ponds and such. Um, and it's like, and I don't know, it's just, maybe just leave it open for people to like put what they want in there. But part of me is like, I do want stuff in there. And some people are saying, oh, put an Oriental village in there. Um, Asian themed village. And while I can definitely see like, that would be a pretty cool idea, and I do like that idea. However, I don't think it should be an entire village. Yeah, I don't think it should be an entire village necessarily, because the village is kind of, it's like, do we need a village in every single biome or so? It's like not every biome needs a village. And I feel like with the cherry grove, I feel like instead of a village, just a single structure, like what is it called? I know what it's called. I just forget what it's called, or what I know what it's called. I just can't remember the name of it. But it's like one of those tower things you see in Japan, or like in China, where it's like, one giant building that looks like a bunch of roofs. Um, a pagoda, I think it's called. I think that's what it's called, if I remember. But I think having something like that, or like just a single structure, kind of like, so like if you were to go into a dark oak forest, like there's probably one down there. But if you were to go down to a dark oak forest and you travel long enough, you have the woodland mansion, and it's just one structure, even though it's sometimes a little big. But I was thinking, like, you could have a structure that's, not as big as the woodland mansion, but something that's just like one structure that's in the grove, and something, so it's kind of like, oh, well, because I mean, and I get it, because part of it's like, because part of the cherry grove, like the main point of it's just for the trees. It's kind of like this biome, where it's like this biome doesn't actually serve a real in-game purpose. There's no real reason to go to except to get the spruce wood, or to get podzol, or mushrooms, I guess. Aside from that, it's kind of useless unless you want to live here, like I am. And I know I'm just kind of pacing, but I guess I'd rather talk. I guess I'm just gonna talk about this for the rest of the episode. But but I don't know. I feel like that it should just be like one single structure, where it's like, maybe like a temple or something like that, or like a Japanese shrine or something like that, or Asian shrine. I think that'd be a really cool addition to the game. Oh, I need to find some more cows actually. We gotta finish the main reason I hit record on this episode. I've got like 4 more. Sorry, guys. But yeah, like, I really just need the... But yeah, I feel like it should just be like one single thing, and it shouldn't be even like super big. It's like, it shouldn't really be like... It really shouldn't be like a big structure, like just something that's kind of tucked into the trees, maybe. But still kind of reflects like what's going on here. Like maybe a small hut or something, or whatever. And I was thinking, like, inside that structure could be like some kind of cool thing that kind of ties into the theme of what's going on there. Like maybe it's some kind of like maybe it's some kind of exclusive item or so that you can only find in that biome. Uh, like I mean maybe like a sword or something, or like a special enchantment to the sword or so. Um, yeah, but that's just my opinion on it. I don't know. I think that'd be pretty cool. Um, but yeah, you guys have to let me know what you guys think about that. I mean, you guys, I mean, you're entitled to your own opinion. You can say what you think works with the game, what doesn't work with the game. Um, but yeah, I just think it'd be like a small structure, not like a big, mammoth sized thing like a woodland mansion. How that's super big, but something that's like just small and it kind of maybe blends into the trees and the building stuff that's going on there. And then maybe put like a little something in there for that way people have a reason to go there. Because I feel like the only problem with the cherry grove that I really see with it is that it's kind of like this biome where unless you're gonna live here or you're gonna get the wood from it, there's really no point in coming into a biome like this, aside for those two reasons. And I feel like the cherry grove is gonna suffer that same problem because it's like you're gonna see it and you're just gonna go explore it. You're gonna pick it up for like 2 minutes and then put it down and go back to doing what you're doing. It's like you're only gonna go get it if you want the wood from it. So there's something wrong with that, but it's like I feel like if you're gonna add a new biome like that, and it's like I feel like if you're gonna add a new biome like that, I feel like you should add some kind of small structure, at least something, because otherwise there's gonna be no real reason to go there. And yeah, not every biome needs a structure, like the plains or the forest doesn't they don't always have structure in them. But I feel like as far as the cherry grove, I feel like a small structure with something in it that rewards the player for going there. That way it's just like you can kind of feel it's like because then it gives it because then it kind of forces you to explore you know that biome a little bit more, or it forces you to explore that biome. And I think that would be a really neat feature, really neat idea, because otherwise you're just going there for resources and that's it, instead of going there because instead of going there because there's like an actual purpose to it, or you get rewards. So an example I can give. So like an example I can give is So it's kind of like the Lush Caves. Okay, like the Lush Caves is a great example of this. Like if I were to go like, especially the one that I like, so, and I can use the one that I went to earlier as an example. So in the Lush Cave that I went to earlier, right? You've got multiple blocks that are there that you can, or multiple things that are there that you can't really find anywhere else that rewards you for going there. So like you got the moss block, which that's one of the main ways you can get it. You got moss block, clay, the hanging fruits. Um, like, and yeah, that it kind of plays into the it does kind of play into the resources. Like, oh, like you're still going there for resources. And that's the main reason to go there is for the resources. But it's like yeah, but it still rewards you for going there, and it forces you to actually explore those biomes. Um, and I feel like something like that. I mean, I guess it's kind of like a, I don't know how to explain it. Just, I don't know. I just feel like they should really add a. Yeah, I feel like they should like add just a little structure, like because I feel like it's not really compelling enough just to go get some pink wood. It's like I mean I like the idea, and I think when the update rolls around, I might experiment with it and try and build some stuff out of it. But aside from that, it's like I don't really see like a really over the top use to go there except for the wood. But I do feel like they should add a structure to it, like something that makes it so when you go there, it's like just a small trinket that forces you to go up there. Because otherwise, I don't really see a reason to go there. It's kind of like with a place like this, it yeah, you still come here for the resources, but it forces you to explore. And it's like I feel like that's kind of a core aspect of this game is like, it should make you want to go explore the world, um, and go see what's out there. Because otherwise there's just no point in it. So I feel like with yeah, because otherwise there's just no point in like even playing or like really going to other areas or having a world that's infinite, without having that reward system. And not every biome needs it, but and not every biome needs it, but I feel like something like the Cherry Grove, if you're gonna make that like one of your big selling points or something like that, you should add a little something in there, aside from just the wood. Like I said, I just think it would. I don't know. That's just my opinion. I think it would get players to want to explore more of the world. And it's like because especially because like Pinkwood, it's like not everyone's gonna want to go there just to get they're just gonna go there to get Pinkwood. That's it. Like you're just going to go there for Pinkwood and that's it. It's like a lot of the players are not going to go there because they're not going to build with Pinkwood. So in that case, it's like, so you have a whole biome that's going to be there that, no one's really going to, that some people are just not going to go to. So I feel like, you're kind of cutting off like a good portion of players who might want to play, who might want to go to that biome, but they don't really see a use for it, or they don't want to cut down the trees or anything because, they don't really have a use for pink wood. Well, so like make it something where it's like, oh, there's something over there. Make it something over. Make it be something over there, like maybe a special enchantment or something that's tied into the biome or so. And then turn that into a, and then turn that into the, and then turn that into the, yeah. Like, I mean, an idea I was thinking, just now, that when I think of like a cherry blossom biome, when I'm thinking about that, I feel like a good way you could go about that. Let me make some sticks. So, sorry guys, I'm making sticks and trying to do this at the same time. But if you think about it, like, I don't know, I just feel like they should add like not a custom biome, but yeah, I feel like they should add something where it's like yeah, I feel like they should add something where it's like a reason to go there, like an idea I actually had, which I think might be cool. I don't know, but an idea I had for the game would be like if you go there, maybe you can enchant your sword with like a thing that hasn't really been done before. Um, like maybe like I mean, because I know like with feudal Japan, and it's just because I studied or I learned about this stuff sometimes. Um, I feel like with something like Japan, you could do like a Japanese style. You could have like a maybe a special enchantment on your sword, um, that reflects that or so. Like just something like that. I don't know. I'm just gonna make that all mistakes. And that didn't make enough sticks. So, like, I feel like that would be a really cool. Yeah, I feel like that would be a really cool thing to make. Would be yeah, I just think that would be a really cool concept to go for. Would be to just like maybe you could have something where it's like, I mean, it'd be kind of a really crazy idea. I don't think they'd really put it in the game because like I don't think it'd have like an actual use to the game, so to speak. But like maybe something where like you can enchant your sword with some kind of flower enchantment thing, and yeah, like maybe you could do something where it's like I don't know. I'm trying to think like what it would do, but like somewhere it's like you can utilize the flower kind of thing with it. Um, but something where it's like you can like, but yeah, like something where you can actually like, but yeah, something where you can actually make like but yeah, something where you can actually make like an enchantment that like maybe affects your sword or so that like gives it a special effect or something that's like exclusive to that area or like you can only find it in that biome. And kind of like the pants or kind of like the leggings in the ancient city where like it kind of ties into the theme or whatever. And I think that would be really cool, something like that. But I don't know. That's just my opinion. You guys have to let me know what you think. But I think we have that. I think the last thing we're gonna do. Let me check the time real quick. See if I have. Um. Yeah, we got plenty. Wait a minute. I started recording at 3:30 a.m. It is nearly 5, I think. Okay, so I think this episode might be a little bit longer. It's strange because all my episodes get longer and longer as they seem to get longer and longer as time goes on. So yeah, these episodes seem to get longer and longer as I keep making them. Hopefully it's not too bad for you guys. Yeah, sorry if I was just rambling on for like for like quite a long time. About just like nonsense and such and stuttering. But I think honestly we're gonna have to but I think we're actually at the point now where I can call this an episode because yeah, I think this is at a point where I can call this the episode because um yeah. Yeah, because I think I mean, I know it was kind of like a more of a another talky episode, like the last episode, and I mean, we didn't really do much. We just kind of like chased cows, or we went and killed cows and just get leather to make this. Um, but yeah, honestly, but I think we got at least one thing done with this room. Could definitely get some more done, but I think it's pretty good for today. But you guys have to let me know what you think. But yeah, you guys have to let me know what you think about this episode. Or what you thought. Yeah, yeah. Let me know your guys' thoughts about like the things I've been talking about. I'd like to hear your guys' opinion. Um, yeah. Let me know what you guys think, and yeah. And I think that's gonna be it for the episode. So if you guys like this episode, be sure to if you guys like this video and you didn't find it too boring, hit the like button. If you really liked it, then maybe consider hitting the subscribe button. So you know because then it really helps out the channel. Get your friends and family involved and tell them about the channel so it can grow and so I can reach more people who might be interested in this content. And so yeah, anyways, guys, I think that's gonna do it for today. This is Eject01. Yeah, oh, I don't know what that was, but the fireball just flew at my face. Um, but yeah, I think that's gonna be it for this episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and until next time, this is Eject01 signing out.